Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Peyton Roberts, and I'm really excited to present to you today on my short thesis for Walmart and why it is a sell stock based on its lack of sales revenue and growth and its inability to compete in the current marketplace. Now, Walmart is desperate to reignite its lacking sales growth. In its efforts to bring it back up, it's implementing pretty big 4 new projects, starting off with its expansion of veterinary clinics, meaning that it's trying to compete in a marketplace with PetSmart or a typical vet. Analysts are very skeptical about this decision, however, because currently Walmart does not have the capacity to implement such high networking capital to expand these stores past its initial 100 tester stores. They're putting all of their eggs essentially in one basket, betting on it being successful that they can branch out from there. Next, Walmart is trying to integrate brand communication. This is basically just a fancy term for saying that they're going to go to their current vendors and try to incentivize them to pay for their own advertising in Walmart distribution stores. Analysts are highly skeptical because they know that currently vendors are angry. Walmart have penny pinched these vendors to the very last nickel and dime to put their products in Walmart stores for extremely low, unrealistic prices. These vendors are already experiencing extremely low sales revenue using Walmart as their main distribution channel. So going to them to ask them to pay for their own advertising in Walmart stores is just a simply ridiculous claim. Next, Walmart is shifting to e-commerce. This is probably their most laughable tactic, given that Walmart's largest competitor is Amazon. To give you a better scope, Amazon makes up over doubles the market cap of all of its other competitors combined, which we'll get into later. Walmart is hinting at free one-day deliveries when Amazon is far ahead of this in innovation. Again, this tactic is just too far out of the scope, considering that they'll never be able to compete with Amazon's incredible variety and very low prices. Next, Walmart is trying to work on supply chain efficiencies. Again, this just means that they're going to be pulling money from their current low-priced products and putting it into sales efficiencies. And when you talk about it with Walmart, they're trying to convince people to increase their delivery time, put more products on smaller trucks. Wouldn't this be something that management would have done already? Meaning that's indicative that the problems with Walmart go past its inability to produce revenue and branch up into management. Additionally, analysts believe that because of this incentive, that they are going to be pulling money again from their price match guarantees, projecting that by 2020, Walmart will be no longer able to offer price cut products, initially attacking their main target audience. People go to Walmart for their lower prices, and if they're predicting by 2020 they're not going to be available anymore, what incentive do customers have to go to their stores? Next, we're going to jump right into the forecasted multiples comps valuation. Understanding that Amazon was a far competitor, we went ahead and took it out of the evaluation, and from there, here's our current standpoint. So besides Amazon, Walmart's biggest competitors are Target, Dollar General, Kroger, and Costco. This was dwindled down by industry and then by sector. The industry being consumer defensive, similar to Walmart, and then from there going into discount stores, which is what Walmart and all the other competitors previously mentioned are classified as. Being able to eliminate competitors such as CVS, essentially a healthcare provider, Office Depot, Home Depot, and Lowe's, classifying more in consumer cyclical brands, we're able to come down next to the 2018 numbers of their top 4 competitors. Walmart does stand particularly close to the mean in EV or enterprise value to EBITDA multiple and to shares price outstanding. Again, though, that gave us our basis for our 4 competitors. So again, outside of Amazon, Walmart still has these 4 competitors to worry about. And just to give a better visual, again, Amazon is double the market cap of Walmart. And keeping in mind that this market cap that Walmart has been dwindling significantly over the last 5 years. Jumping right in, if these qualitative facts weren't enough for you, we're going to dive into some quantitative ones. The DCF valuation just began with using the basic current risk-free rate of 3.5% and the market industry standard for the market risk premium of 5%. Being conservative, we did do a sensitivity analysis for the weighted average cost of capital, the low being 6.8% and the high being 8.8%. With this, we settled on a reasonable weighted average cost of capital of about 8%. So this is the bare DCF valuation. Using the current sales growth revenue percentage that Walmart has been averaging over the last 5 years of 1.56%, and the consistent average tax rate of about 18%, it comes out to show that Walmart is currently 37% overvalued from its current share price. Right now, it's been trading at about $100. To compete with this 5-year forecast DCF valuation, it would be 37% again overvalued. And I don't know about you, but that sounds like a lot of money to be made from shorting this stock today. And all right, let's keep going. Realizing that these valuations may be a little rough, and let's say miraculously some of Walmart's tactics do work and they spark some type of sales growth revenue. So using GoalSeek to find a appropriate growth percentage to be able to match their current share price, they would have to have a sales growth percentage of 13%. Mind you, this percentage is astronomical considering that Amazon, the leader of this industry internationally, has a sales growth optimistic value of 5%. Walmart would have to almost triple this in order to maintain an appropriate valuation for the share price it's at now. And then next, to give you another standard, regardless of competition, regardless of Amazon, of all the comps, of market multiples, here has been Walmart's performance with the S&P 500 benchmark since 2009. Even though the market has been expanding and we've been experiencing the largest and longest bull market in the history of the United States, Walmart has been underperforming the S&P 500 since 2009. This is extremely indicative and really a red flag that it doesn't really matter that Walmart's been having poor sales growth. The company is doing something wrong. It is not competing and being innovative enough to continue to be able to do well in the current market. It's being beat down by competitors like Amazon. It's not staying current with the times, and it's angering its main target audience. Finally, shares have just clearly not met the proper buy ratio. Right now, Walmart is extremely overvalued. They've had problems with management, problems with implementing new tactics, problems with employee and customer satisfaction. Their earnings, regardless of sales growth, have been extremely lagging. Sales growth still being in the single digits, and really no sign of them coming up anytime soon. By authors Charles Fishman, it's referred to as the Walmart effect. Following the standards of momentum, this company will go down in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Sure, they may survive, but that doesn't mean there's a lot of money to be made by shorting it today. Thank you so much for tuning in to my short thesis on Walmart, and make sure to get out there and short that stock.